You are always too full for dessert after Thanksgiving, but you always eat it anyway. These pecan pie bars are a lot easier than a pie and still just as good. The crust goes together extremely quick. A few dry ingredients, some butter work together, pressed into a pan. Yeah, that's easier than a pie crust. And then of course, just mix together that filling. Everything good that you love in a pecan pie with the addition of chocolate, no one is gonna complain. Spread that over that baked crust, bake it all together, let it cool, slice it up. Anyone want dessert? I think you do. All that's coming up on today's Wise Guide. I know making pie can be exhausting. I love to make pie, but there's a lot that goes into it. You have to roll up the crust, you have to crimp it, then not only that, but you have to make the filling. And let's be honest, a lot of times that pumpkin pie will come out with a crack, which, seriously, that's annoying. You can overbake a pecan pie and it gets all hard and not gooey like you want it. That's why these pecan pie bars take all that away. A really quick crust, a delicious filling, baked together. It's a pecan pie square. And who's gonna have a problem with that? Absolutely no one. To get started, you just wanna make your crust. It's extremely simple. In a large bowl, combine some flour, a little bit of sugar, and salt. Just mix that together until it's combined, and then add in some pieces of butter. You wanna make sure the butter's cold because you're gonna cut it in like you would any other pastry. Cut the butter in with whatever you feel comfortable with. I'm using a pastry cutter, but you can just use your hands or whatever works best for you. Once all the butter is cut in and it's really crumbly and kind of holds together when you make a fist with it, just get your pan ready. I always like to spray my pan because that's just added insurance. Yes, there's a lot of butter in this, but the spraying just makes sure nothing is gonna stick. Just pour the pastry right into the baking pan. Press it out, and you can give it a little bit of a side crust, not too much. I start by just evenly spreading out my pastry and then slowly working it down with my hands. Just keep patting and give a slight crust around the edge and make sure it's a firm pack on the bottom. Then just put it right into the preheated oven. That's right, you are just baking off the crust. A lot easier than pie, right? While that's baking, you can just get the filling ready. To a large bowl, add your eggs. And just whisk them up, that way you're not gonna have any pieces of egg. Some sugar. Light corn syrup. Yes, use corn syrup. It is not high fructose corn syrup, so it's okay. And it's Thanksgiving. You deserve it. Some melted butter and vanilla. You know I love vanilla in any baked good. Just whisk that up until it's combined and then add in your chopped pecans. For this, I like to use chopped pecans because for bars, it makes a lot more sense and it cuts easier. And then you don't have to worry about how they float to the top and if they have a nice pattern because who has time for that? Okay, I have before and it's really fun to have a good pattern, but it's totally fine in these not to. Just add all the prepared pecans right to the mixture. Fold them in until they're well combined and then just set it all aside. At this point, your crust should be done. Just pull it from the oven and add a whole bunch of chocolate chips to it. That's right to that hot crust. Let them melt a little bit, just really adhere to the bottom. And then you can just kind of spread them out a little bit. If there's pieces, that's fine. If it's not completely warm yet, it may not spread well, so just wait a little bit longer and then continue spreading. Just pour that readied filling right on top. I know, you're really excited. I am too, because it's so good. Spread the mixture out evenly, making sure it gets into every corner. You don't want any spots without any of that pie filling. And then put it right back into the oven. Bake until the filling is set. You don't have to worry near as much if you get the right jiggle like you do on a pecan pie because it's not as thick. So when it is set, just pull it from the oven, let it cool, and you can let it cool completely to room temperature, and then slice it up and eat it. I still like to serve this with a dollop of ice cream because who doesn't? It's pie and it's ice cream. And let me tell you, the chocolate on the bottom, the pecan layer, that filling, the light crust, yeah, you do not need this after Thanksgiving, but you want it, and that's what it's all about. These pecan pie bars are the perfect item for your Thanksgiving meal. They're easier than pecan pie, and they serve more people, so it's a win-win. If you agree and like these as much as I do, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. For the recipe, go to the description box and have a beautiful and happy Thanksgiving.